Good morning. How's it going? Dear diary, what's cracking? All that. All right. So I've got 26 days until the thing. And I'm feeling pretty good. Like I feel like I'm pretty good. Start this off with some of that sweet gratitude. Oh, I'm grateful for peaches today. Man, I got some peaches out of Florida. They're wild, man. They're just every year. They come up about this time. You drive out to some Menards or some bowling alley or something, pick up a couple cases of peaches. It's delicious. Oh, like fresh, ripe, perfect peaches. In Indiana, where I live, the peaches you really only get a good bunch of peaches out of a few trees like every 3 or 4 years. We just don't have that kind of place that peaches like. All right, so I was watching some of my videos from previous years, kind of thinking about, where I'm at now compared to where I was at then. And, previous years I was trying to figure out the judges. I was trying to like gamify it, play the game. But at the end of the day, that's not even what it's about. Like the material almost doesn't even matter. It's just the judges want to know that you can play the shit out of it. You know what I mean? And so it's a wild thing to be judged on this stuff. And at the end of the day, you got to just say, I don't care about the judges. It's not like you're playing for the crowd, and that's the truth. And I think that's something I was wrong about previous years. I thought I was playing for the judges, and that's not what you're doing. It's not what I'm doing anymore. The other players, they're serious. They're really very good at this. And I randomly saw like a video of the guys that played in 2014, so 11 years ago. And it was like six of the same guys that I played against last year. And one of the guys from 2014 was a judge last year. And you're like, man, these guys are really dug in. And I got to really get my stuff together to compete with these guys. Because some of these guys, they've been doing this for 10, 11, who knows how long. They've been doing this for 20 years, and I'm supposed to, that's how it is. I just got to pick my feet up and run, right? How are you? Hey, buddy. All right. The high E string on my nice machine, the herringbone. It's, I don't know. It's kind of squeezed out, but I'm also playing outside a lot. There's a lot of noise out here. And so I'm going to try to listen to my test recording today and see if I need to maybe take it to the guitar man and say, set this up for me. I might just mess with the truss rod. I move my truss rod like a quarter turn twice a year because this place is humid. Like, I live in a place where it'll get up to 99% humidity and just sit there, corn sweat. You don't even understand. It's wild. And so, twice a year I have to mess with my machines. And I don't remember messing with this machine yet this year. So it could just be that a quarter turn will fix it. And it could just be that there's not a problem and I'm playing outside and I'm just like bashing the hell out of that E-string. We'll see. I look back at my 2023 videos and I was starting to realize just how nasty this was going to be. Like I was like starting to realize how stiff the competition was going to be. And that was, I don't know, that was almost encouraging because at least I know for a long time that I was up against the wall. Last year, 2024, I was finishing up that little EP with Ash, and man, when we circle back to that, that's gonna be real good. That's gonna be sick. Last year for the competition, I was still changing stuff 3 weeks before the competition. I was still changing stuff 9 days before the competition. Like, oh, what a fool I am, right? That's just... My head was in a weird place. There was a lot going on in real life. Man, I made some questionable decisions last year while I was worried that my dad was going to die. You know what I mean? Like, I thought my dad could die any day. Like, for months through the summer last year. It was, man, I hadn't thought about that for a while. That was wild stuff. So it was hard to keep my head straight through all that stuff. And man, that was just a lot. Modern day, I need to practice slower, but it's brutal though. Like when you start practicing at 60 beats per minute, and when I started using like the 4-step method for changing my muscle memory, it's very difficult for me right now to really stay focused and practice like that for an hour. You know what I mean? Like right now, I really start to see my focus start slipping. I'm gonna say 30 minutes in on something like that, like maybe 40 if I'm really if I'm really able to block out everything. But man, practicing very, very slow is definitely the road to success. And I think probably next year that's the only kind of practice I'm even gonna count in my hours. Yeah, just pushing on the strings doesn't even matter anymore. I feel like my hands can do it. And so, yeah, but man, it's nasty. It's nasty practice though. Like it's just, there's nothing fun about it except that it works so much quicker. Like the fun part is the reward of finding the solution. And I know that seems obvious, but in guitar, that's not often what we're going for. Like oftentimes playing is the reward just because it's fun, you know, and we put a lot of hours into it and it's fun, man. You can feel music, it reaches out and grabs you. Okay, still wearing the sock. Yep, the elbow sock. It's a good idea. It's smart. So if you're not putting on an elbow sock when you practice and perform, you need to. Live and die by the sock.